Come all day long, just like it right there. All right, that's a little bigger.
Yeah, down Venice, Louisiana, down here in the Mississippi Delta. We are in the Mississippi Delta, ain't we?
I would say we are.
With my buddy Donald Hedge. Times are good right there. We'll see you in a bit. The G3 Sportsman is presented by Yamaha. Reliability starts here. Okay, let's set up the scenario on today's show. We're in Venice, Louisiana. You know, most of you seen us last year down there wearing out the big redfish. Well, while I'm down there a few days, there's no reason why we couldn't shoot a second show, and today is what you're going to be seeing. Down there with my good buddy Donald Hedge, just had a ball. Got to cross the ferry, that was pretty cool, hadn't done that in a long time, and we set up camp at Cypress Cove Marina. Now this is the place that I always stay at. This is the one I recommend. It's as nice a place as you'll find in Venice. You can get your guides, you can get your bait, you can get ice, food. It's Cypress Cove Marina is the place to go. Anyway, first morning, we decide, well, what we're going to do, we're not going to venture too far from the marina, and we're just going to slip out and we're going to use some popping corks to try and locate a few redfish.
There you go, right there. That ain't grass, that's the spot.
A popping cork is a neat way to recon an area down there. If you want to use, you know, any kind of soft plastic as a bait or any kind of shrimp or whatnot, that's all fine. Just throw those things up into the reeds, pop that cork back and forth, and if a redfish is around and he hears that, buddy, that's music to his ears, and I can assure you he's going to come check that dude out.
There you go.
Pulled him out of there. Well, you can see him in that clear water.
That's pretty, ain't it?
Well, that's just another neat way of doing things. Sneaky technique.
Right about right in there. Same spot.
Kitty cat.
You got one too?
Kitty cat. Is that what you got?
I got red.
A little red?
Yeah, that's a red. I had another hit in that same spot. I just can't hold the boat there and keep us on them.
There you go. Good little fighter there, wasn't he?
Yep. Good eater, good fighter. Take them all day long, just like that right there. Ain't too hard on me. Fat boy don't get wore out.
This segment of the G3 Sportsman is brought to you by G3 Boats, a great catch. Fiocchi Ammunition, what's your game? Abu Garcia, for life. And by Garmin, we'll take you there. Well, after about an hour or so of fishing around in the marsh and whatnot, we kind of got all tuned up and whatnot, and now I just couldn't resist it, but I had to see if those redfish was at the jetties. Now, the jetties are at the end of the world. I mean, the mouth of the Mississippi dumps right into the Gulf, and you've got rocks everywhere. You got dikes and boulders and whatnot in there, water breaks, and redfish and everything else is just all around that area.
Yeah, it is.
There's a red right here. Hit me right at the boat.
Did he?
Yes, he did. Came up.
Oh,
I mean, hit me right at the boat. He doesn't even know he's hooked yet. He's fixing to. Yeah, I think now he knows. Golly. Ain't no quitting these dudes. Golly. Oh, I wish our captain would have brought a net. But that gives me a chance to use our handy dandy Berkeley fish getters. And you better put that around your hand too, because they'll pull it right out of it. Got him. Woo! That's a good way to start the morning right there. Kind of get warm today. We're going to try to get out here. We're in Venice, Louisiana. My buddy Donald Hedge here. Going after these redfish. And down here a little wavy, a little rough right now this morning, but we're going to try to catch these fish. Sometimes you got to go where the fish are, and sometimes the elements aren't always in your favor, but if you catch fish like this, it'll all be worth it. Let's get this back in. Get out here, big fella. There he goes, back down to the bottom. Now we're just using some soft plastics, and
There's one on the cork.
and I was just getting ready to say,
He's not as big as yours. He's a good old fish.
so Donald's using the old popping cork technique, and he likes catching those little ones so they don't whip him as bad, see, so. Cute little fish, kind of looks like a redfish, only smaller.
Eating fish. Not much. Good eater. I'll take them every time, just like that. The area, it's so large, it's just unbelievable. And the fishing is just fantastic, just about year round. You have a couple of months of years that's not as good because of the wind mainly. It's just a really, really fun place to go because you can take anybody and just catch all the fish that you basically want. You just have to target what you're after, and the fish hold a very good pattern here. If you find them on the points every morning at 9 o'clock, you can bank on the tide's gonna be that way for a few days, and you can go and just catch all you want. Right along, right there.
See boats from all over the world coming in through here. Of course, this is the mouth of the Mississippi emptying out into the Gulf.
There's one. He hit it when I moved it.
Well, he seems a little bigger than what you've been catching.
I ain't saying a lot.
That's a lot bigger than the other one.
Yeah, he's bigger. There you go, a little bit bigger. Almost as big as the one Scott's catching.
That's about the size of them.
Yeah. That's the size of them right now. We'll see later if they were bigger or not. Fun size to catch right there. That's what I want.
Boy, I mean, he's hauling too. It's unusual, you know, being in the Midwest. You know, you can see barges, you know, along Tennessee, Mississippi River and stuff like that. But we're not used to anything like that. I don't know how long that ship is, but it's bigger than anything that we have coming in on us on our rivers, that's for sure. There he is. That is definitely a red.
Yeah, pretty one.
Nice red too. Golly. Boy, they love to go under the boat. Golly. Whew. mercy. I'll tell you what, you want to come and test something, test some equipment, I'll guarantee you this Veritas rod that I'm using, Dave from Abu Garcia, won't get anything rougher on it than what these redfish will do. Gotcha. There we go.
There's one.
Look at that. And is that not pretty? Just pretty and copper. You got one too?
Yeah.
Look at that fish. Beautiful fish.
I just catch the little one.
Is that what you got, another little one?
I'm catching eating fish.
Well, that's because you're using, he's using shrimp, and he's catching dinner. I'm using plastic bait, and I'm catching memories. All right. Have you ever seen, we've only been out here about an hour, he's done sweated plumb through his hat. It's sopping wet. And you would think, being from Louisiana and fishing down here in the coast, he'd have some attire, you know, that absorbs the sweat, you know, it's for the warm weather. Oh no, he wears a pure, cotton, thick, flannel, cotton shirt. And then big, thick cotton pants right there too.
Did you not see Seinfeld when George put the Yankees in all cotton? It breathes, it's natural.
Yeah, you look like you're natural right now. You look like you're so comfortable right now.
I can't tell no difference. I sweat no matter where I'm at.
This segment of the G3 Sportsman is brought to you by Beretta. 500 years, one passion. Mossback fish racks. No matter how you stack them, we attract them. Berkeley. Catch more fish. Shakespeare. Quality fishing tackle since 1897. And by Yamaha. Reliability starts here.
There he is. Well, we nailed it. That was on that other one. He's not that big though. That was on that pumpkin and chartreuse.
He's an animated fella, isn't he?
Uh-huh.
He just talks when he catches a fish. Can't shut him up otherwise, and then when he gets a fish on, he never says a word.
I'm concentrating.
And he'll back you. He'll throw that back to him every time.
Caught him on the pumpkin and chartreuse. Good eating size fish.
Now I'm gonna make this as simple as I can because that's just how I am and how you can catch these redfish in Venice, Louisiana, or just probably anywhere in the country that there's redfish. To me, there is only one bait that you need. If you only took this bait right here, you'll catch redfish. And this is that Berkeley Gulp Ripple Mullet. This right here, you get these, I'm not sure what size, that's a 4-inch right there. Any dark color, make sure you get, this is very important, make sure you get the chartreuse tail on it. But a new copper or any kind of brown or blacks or whatnot, as long as it's got that chartreuse tail, I'm telling you, this is all you're going to need, along with a jig head, probably a 1/4 ounce to maybe even a 1/2 ounce, depending on how deep that the fish may be. This is all you're going to need to catch fish.
There he is. There he is, right there. You got a ship in the background. That's a good one there. He ain't even knows he's hooked yet. That's a good one.
Maybe one in there with him. Go on, get you.
All right.
Looks like it.
Yeah, a little better fish.
Spit your bait off.
Spit my bait off, didn't he?
Pitch your bait off.
There we go.
Those fish gripper come in handy today.
They have been very handy today. There we go. All right, that's a little bigger. Still, I don't think quite as big as what Scott's catching.
I ain't caught none in a while. You're the catcher.
I'm catching more right now. But we're gonna try a little while longer. We're gonna get a 30 pounder before it's over. We're gonna keep working these rocks for an hour or so more and get a big one. One that can eat this one right here. Come on, boy, go on back. Surviving good. There you go. He's a goner. Slung my bait off. I'll give up a bait for a fish like that each time. Each time. Oh, we're on them now. Scott's got one too.
I was trying to sneak that in on you.
He's on them.
It's the front pedestal. That's the front seat. That's what it is.
Well, I don't mind sharing it, buddy. You can share it. You can have her for a little while.
I don't want my cap to be wet.
Yeah, that's something he forgot to mention a while ago about me sweating. I'm also done about 300 setups while I'm up here working that trolling motor. That's a good one.
Boy, I'll tell you, you talk about battle tested. Your gear gets battle tested on redfish.
That's a pretty one there, boy.
And just getting. I don't know what you did to the gripper, but there it is. You think Freebuild have us a net? Oh, well, look at that big hammer-headed rascal, would you? Whew. Oh, I'm all discombobulated here. Look at that dude. He's just croaking. That's a good one right here. Venice, Louisiana. Down here in the Mississippi Delta. We are in the Mississippi Delta, ain't we?
I would say we are. The end of it, I guess.
The end of the world out here in Louisiana. If you want to fish the marsh or even out at the jetties, now mind, that's a pretty good boat ride, but it's worth it when you get down there. Either side, you'll see the rocks on the breaks and whatnot. Just fish anywhere between, I'd say 10 and 50 yards from those rocks. Just throw towards the rocks, slow, steady retrieve. The fish will dictate where you need to fish. You'll see them blowing up on the surface. You'll see birds, and with that ripple mullet, I'm telling you, they will absolutely engulf those things. It's pretty simple.
The spill didn't affect the fish at all. If anything, the pressure that went off of them, now there's more fish than there was before.
You know, we had a big time down there in Venice. There's no question about it. It's always fun when I get to fish with my old buddy Donald. We have the biggest time. You should try Venice, Louisiana. I'm telling you, you'll catch fish down there on your own even. But the one thing that I cannot stress enough that you will have to have, and is a must, and it should be on any unfamiliar waters that you go on, is make sure you carry your GPS. This little unit right here is a handheld. It's a Garmin 78. It's got the maps in it and whatnot, and I'm telling you, this could save your life. This is the best thing that you can have on your boat, and I highly suggest that you have it with you when you go to Venice. Get you one of these little Garmin 78s or any other Garmin product that you got out here, a little handheld. You may already have it on your boat, but it is a must, no doubt about it. Tell you what, man, an unbelievable fishery is what they've got down here in Venice, Louisiana. And you can catch them, can't you?
We've caught a ton of them today. They're biting good, they're hitting artificial good, so
I'll tell you what, from June to November, you come down here, just watch the weather forecast. It is hurricane season, but you can come down and catch more fish than you can ever imagine. It's an unbelievable fishery, there's no question about it. You can catch redfish just like these. That's all the time we got for this week's show, but just remember, we'll be out there somewhere next week right here on the G3 Sportsman. That's a good one there.
That's a good.
Let's let her go. The G3 Sportsman has been brought to you by G3 Boats, a great catch. Fiocchi Ammunition, what's in your gun? Abu Garcia, for life. Food Saver, the #1 vacuum sealer. Garmin, we'll take you there. Mossback Fish Racks. Berkeley, catch more fish. Sony. Beretta, 500 years, one passion. Shakespeare. And by Yamaha. Reliability starts here.
Good Lord.
I don't think he's run a trolling motor very often, and when he has, it's been too easy on him. Now he has to work a little bit, and we do 360s out here. That could possibly be the littlest redfish I've ever caught.